Okay, we're going to show you how you can do anything you want with SQL Server in this command prompt. So previously we've connected to SQL Server using the SQL command that's shown in this video. And now we're just going to do a simple select statement. So we'll say select at version. And you'll see when we hit enter, it goes to the next line. So using the terminal, it always expects you to enter go. So if we enter go, then we should return the results, and we do. We get the SQL Server version that we're using. So this is good, and we can actually create databases from here. So if I said create database my first DB and hit go, it would actually create a new database for us, and we could go through and we could manage absolutely everything through this terminal. The downside to that is I sometimes lose things that I've typed into my terminal. We do have history we can go back to, but when you've put in hundreds of commands, it's kind of hard to stay organized. So one thing that I recommend you do is use developer tools. Now, one of the tools we're going to look at is SQL Server Management Studio. So I've already got it installed. I even have it on my taskbar as a shortcut. And so I'm just going to open this up. And it looks a lot like Visual Studio. But here's what we'll do. So we're going to change it to SQL Server Authentication. And our server name is localhost. And it's running over port 1433. Our database login name is SA. And our password is the password we specified in the previous step. Okay, so we've actually now connected to our SQL Server database that's running on the Docker container in Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio. So this is great. Now, why is this great? Well, one, we get a hierarchical view of the database, and we can expand all databases. You'll see we have my first DB, which is the command that we entered previously, and it won't have any tables because we haven't added any tables yet. But this is a really cool way to visualize the database. And then one other extremely handy feature that we'll use a lot is actually writing queries in this program. So if we go up to the new query window and click on it, we're now ready to start writing SQL queries in a development environment that's built for working with SQL Server.